Shalom, our chemist of Karma Compulsion, GMS London, giving all praise to Jehovah Hashem Yahweh Shai, the honors to the elders, the apostles, the GMS, and honors to the brethren on the highways and byways, teaching the truth in all sincerity. Okay, you got a news article here which states that Germany no longer references United States as a friend. Okay, which, you know, is a sign of the times, man. You know, because I'm going to link this in with the fact that, you know, as we draw closer to World War III, okay, you know, everyone's got their allies at this minute in time, which they're going to, you know, enter the battle with, okay, in this World War III, you know, on the two fighting sides, you know, Russia and America, okay, and all their respective allies, okay, but, you know, America and all their allies, i.e. NATO, the majority of Europe, you know, parts of the Middle East, okay, so on and so forth, they ain't gonna remain allies of America, man. And eventually, during this war, they're all gonna turn their backs on America, okay? Because right now, people don't like them really. Right now, it's only because they have a certain amount of power and influence in the world that, you know, these other nations are joined unto them because they benefit from being, you know, under the wings, you know, so to speak, of America, man. Okay, but really, you know, America is despised among the nations. Okay, and, you know, like I said, this article is a sign of things, man, because people really don't want to associate themselves with the US anymore, you know, and it could very well be, you know, that Trump, you know, President Trump could be the president that brings us into this World War III, man, because, you know, well, we're going to read little bits and pieces and we're going to see that people are really trying to move away from America, man. Okay, people don't like the US as they once did. Okay, and relations are only going to get worse as, you know, as time goes on. Like I said, they're going to, you know, remain allies in that. So right now, this is a pinch of salt shit. Okay, this bitch is in an election right now. She's trying to gain votes in her own country. But, you know, they're going to remain allies for the time being. But during the World War III, man, you know, they're gonna split ways, man. They're going to divorce themselves from America, man. And ultimately, they're going to help destroy it. Okay, and all this is written in the Bible, in prophecy, okay, which I'm going to bring out. Okay, so this is from Reuters. Okay, right. This is yesterday's article, right? It says U.S. no longer a friend in Merkel election program, right? It says in their campaign program for the German election, Chancellor Angela Merkel's conservatives have dropped the term friend in describing the relationship with the United States. Okay, so what does that mean? What does that really mean? Okay, what it means is that, you know, we ain't that close to them, man, but, you know, we work with them, we do business deals and all this kind of shit. It's business, it's purely business. Okay, which, you know, these relationships really are only purely business anyway, because, you know, you'll see that. Okay, but alright, it says 4 years ago, the joint program of her Christian Democratic Union and its Bavarian sister party, the Christian Social Union, referred to the United States as Germany's most important friend. Okay, so that's a drop in status right there. Okay, they're trying to move away from the US. Okay, because of Trump. Okay, like I said, Trump, man, you know, he's doing a good job, man, in pushing these, you know, fulfilling his part, you know, the part of America in prophecy, man. You know, like I said, he could well be the president that brings in this World War III, man, because, you know, it looks promising, man, in terms of prophecies being fulfilled, right? This is a 2013 program also described the friendship with Washington as a cornerstone of Germany's international relations and talked about strengthening transatlantic economic ties through the removal of trade barriers. It says, but the words friend and friendship are missing from the latest election program, entitled For a Germany in which we live well and happily, which Merkel and the CSU leader Horst Seehofer presented on Monday. It says instead the United States is described as Germany's most important partner. Okay, purely business now. Okay, this is no real alliance other than the fact that they, mutually benefit from trading with each other. Okay, so the most important partner outside of Europe. Okay, says CDU officials were not immediately able to comment on the change in wording. Okay, and they probably ain't ever really going to talk about it. Says the change in wording underscores how relations between Berlin and Washington have deteriorated since U.S. President Donald Trump entered the White House in January. So during his campaign for the presidency, Trump said that Merkel was ruining Germany with migration policies he described as insane. So he has repeatedly denounced Germany's trade surplus with the United States, accused Berlin and other European partners of owing massive amounts of money to NATO and unsettled Western partners with his decision last month to pull out of the Paris Climate Accord. Okay, so like I said, it's not just Germany that are really starting to dislike America, down to Trump. Okay, but you need to remember this isn't about people, okay? Because when we talk about America, we talk about the leadership. Okay, when war is waged, okay, yes, it's waged between armies, which the leadership has, but the people suffer, man, and the people are cannon for the, they're just along for the ride. Whatever the leadership does, they're just along for the ride, but ultimately they're going to suffer too. They're not really giving a fuck about. Okay, so when these nations hate America, yeah, that you might as well include the whole country, even though it's just the elites they're really speaking about. But yeah, you're all grouped in, man. Yeah, the majority of you voted for Trump, so you're all grouped in, man. Collateral, right? So the survey by the Pew Research Center found last week showed that just 35% of Germans have a favorable view of the United States, down from 57% at the end of President Barack Obama's term. Okay, so I've got a graph. I think I've got that actual. Oh, this is from the Pew Research. Okay, so I've got that graph here to show you the approval ratings around the world. Okay, and people's feelings towards America right now. All right. Looks like there's something else here. Alright, basically it's just going on to the fact that, they're sort of moving away from America and dealing more with the European partners that are closer by, making more agreements with European members, okay, strengthening their ties with European members as opposed to dealing with America so much. Okay, so that's what's happening, man. These nations are moving away from ties and relationships with America. Now, this is just heading in that direction where at some point ties are going to be severed completely. Okay, and in that World War III, man, they're going to be in one accord and in an agreement, okay, to shoot their nuclear missiles over to America and destroy it. Okay, whatever ammunition they got, they're going to shoot it over there and destroy America. Okay, because that's what's prophesied in the scriptures, right? This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God concerning Edom, okay, which is the so-called white man, okay, his whole kingdom, okay, but mainly, principally, America, right? That is his, the top kingdom, right? So we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Okay, behold, I made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. Okay, America is greatly despised on the planet. and it's the ruler over all of the rest of the Edomite kingdoms. Okay, and because of this, and their policies and that kind of stuff, they're despised. They're greatly despised upon the earth. All right. So the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Okay, Americans are the most proud, right? Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, thou sayest in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Okay, like I said, America is that pinnacle kingdom upon the earth, who ruleth over all kingdoms. Okay, and they don't believe that they can ever be brought down. Right? It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, okay, and also an emblem and symbology of America. Okay, and some of these other Edomite nations, they use that emblem too. Okay, but again, that principal status goes with America, right? And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay, so the Lord has been bringing America down for a long time now, since since the year, I can't remember the year it went up, but the space stations and that were being made up in the heavens up there. Okay, the Lord's been destroying them. Okay, and it's all bringing it to Armageddon. Okay, it says if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy, okay, that's all your allegiances, okay, your allies, okay, says have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee, okay, Germany, Europe, all these other nations that you are in league with, okay, they're supposed to be your friends. Okay, they're meant to be the ones that are going to back you up in this situation, that situation. They're going to go into war with you and all that kind of stuff. Okay, what does it say? It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Okay, so they're going to turn their back on you, man. Okay, and prevail against thee. Okay, so they're gonna blindside you, man. Okay. It says they that eat thy bread, so those who were in league with you and they benefited from doing trade with you and all kinds of business and that they share. It says they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. Okay, so they're gonna betray America, right? There is none understand in him. Okay, so there ain't gonna be no reasoning, when that time comes, man. This is what they're gonna do. Okay. So, like I said, they're going to turn their backs on America. America's going to have no friends in that day. And like I said, this is what you're seeing, happening in Europe and elsewhere. Really, America's already started to lose those friends, mentally. Okay, so they might be still doing trade with them, but mentally they don't trust America. Mentally they don't like America. Okay, and at a moment's notice, it won't be hard for someone to convince them that America should be destroyed, okay, and that they should be targeted as the enemy in World War III, and that's exactly what's going to happen. That's why America's judgment is going to be so great, and how America is going to be turned into a lake of fire, because the destruction is going to be great. With all these nations ganging up on America, America is going to get fucked over. So it don't matter how powerful or how great the American military is, man. They ain't taking on the fucking whole world, man. Okay, that's impossible. Okay, so America is going to be destroyed by the end of all this. Okay, this is Mark. This is Mark chapter 3, verse 24. All right. It says here, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. Okay, so like I said, all these other nations that are in league with them, like Europe and stuff like that, okay, these are other Edomite kingdoms. Okay, and they're all from the same family. Okay,